Hello, everyone. This is HornbillTV la NAGAMESE Express. Chumgidma Newland or Dimapur the inner line permit lagai dibule nimide aji state cabinet pra faisla loi loa government la spokesperson Tamjanim Nalong or CL John pra janai dise. Secretariat Kohima pra press conference ekta de taijun pra cabinet la faisla loa upor jankari dise. Tamjanim Nalong pra kuse itu faisla do indigenous manu laga rights or identities bachabule nimide ase. Itu jaga khan de ILP dhalia pra migrants khange regulate kuribole paribo aru naga manula cultural heritage or demographic balance rakhibole paribo. ILP la de Dimapur de kintu category tinta thakibole ase clarity nimte ILP system modernize kure upor tebi ta kuise students teachers technical personnel aru business partners kun state te invest kurigina ase takhan 5 saal tak validity thake ILP apply kuribole paribo.
Today we had a very important cabinet meeting, that is the 11th of September 2024 at 10 a.m. at the Chief Minister's Secretariat, and we invited a press conference with regards to some main decision points made by the cabinet under the leadership of Honorable Chief Minister Shri Nephew Ryo. One of the most important decisions was, number one, inner line permit to be implemented in Chumugdima, Newland and Dimapur districts. In Dimapur district, the inner line permit, there shall be 3 categories of residents. No inner line permit will be required for category 1 and 2. Only for category 3, inner line permit will be required. Because we know that there are so many of our non-Naga brothers and sisters living in Dimapur area, especially. Category 1 relates to those individuals who were settled in Dimapur prior to 1st December 1963. The government will work towards providing these individuals with smart card facility with the option to avail permanent residence certificate and domicile certificate. Category 2 relates to those individuals who were settled in Dimapur between 1st December 1963 and 21st November 1979. These individuals will be provided permanent residence certificate with the option to avail domicile certificate. The only category that will not be issued, that will have to have inner line permit is category 3 relates to those individuals who were settled in Dimapur on and beyond the 22nd of November 1979. Those who have settled after the 22nd of November 1979, they will have to avail their inner line permits. The government will be strengthening the digital system for issuance of inner line permit. They may have to minimum go here and there. Instead, digitally, they will be able to procure. The government will facilitate that. Certain categories, such as students, teachers, technical personnel, business partners who are working and investing in the state, etc., will be provided ILP for a longer duration of, say, a maximum of 5 years in a time, renewable again and again, perpetual. So for those categories, for 5 years, they will be given the inner line permit and they can renew it again after that. So all these things will be made available, facilitated through an easy method of digitalization, which will not be very difficult, like to wait for long in lines and all those things. That was deliberated and discussed today at the cabinet. Decision made by the cabinet, because if you look at the influx of the illegal immigrants, especially from all over the area, the people of the state are concerned about so much of influx coming in, especially due to the Bangladesh problems and all those series of problems that are happening. And the cabinet has deliberated on it and rightly made a decision on those according to the facts that are there. They would apply digitally also. Instead of they will have certain criteria of applying the system. The cabinet has made a decision. A small rectification is there in there. Say a maximum of 2 to 5 years. At the point number 3, duration of say a maximum of 2 to 5 years. The reason why 2 to 5 years is being kept is because someone may be just there for 2 years for some business purposes only, or for some visiting certain programs or something like that. So according to that, the government will decide whether, for how long, how duration that has to be given. See, as the cabinet has made a decision, once it is notified, the government will surely take some time to set up the system, and then it will be enforced. Time frame doesn't mean that once a cabinet decision is made, it will not take many years. In a few days' time, the government, the chief minister and the cabinet has instructed the police and the district administrations to do the needful in those manners that the cabinet has suggested.
New Chumugidma NH29 la road stretch te September 4th te rasta biya hoi ja to itya bhi banai gina ase. Hornbill TV bra aji itula ground report kuria homoy engineer ekjon bra kuise takhan itya 2 lane bana de focus kuri ase aro foundation do October laga moina de khotom hobo kuise. IB details habo reporter ke kresenu kebo hote.
Chumukidima NH29 laga road stretch te hi gine ase yare rasta do more than half to giri jai gine rasta do itya bhi bana ase NHI DCL kan bra to rasta banai gine ja homo itya traffic advisory ekta ulai gine thaka do itya light motor vehicles kan do Chumukidima bra new Chumukidima laga rasta de uthi gine tahan tare agere thik new Chumukidima laga gate prawla ase light motor vehicles kan do itya NH29 laga rasta hoile to heavy vehicles kan hi jaase heavy vehicles kan koile to bishi bag to truck na commodities bukhya han labi kwase holi bi man aji are hi ne khara kuri thaka homoy passenger bus kan NST kan holi bi itu rasta de hi fly kura labi dikhi paase kile hole man Chumukidima new Chumukidima laga itu mountain de pahar de uthia laga rasta to sai gine jaile to heavy vehicles kan to itya karne to uthibole to olop digdar hobole nishna dikhi paase to itya yere new Chumukidima laga rasta re tik NH29 de rasta bhangi ja laga work progress to kinega jase koile to itya laga work progress hisab hoile to yere engineer kun ahi gine itu laga work kan saze kam kan kinega kuribo lage itu sa ekjon bra Hornbill TV ge janai dia hisab hoile to itya tai khan do main do 2 lane banaole la focus kure ase kwase aro itu 2 lane banala focus to kuria laga hisab hoile to mainly to itu Hornbill festival khan bi ahi ase itu karne tai khan 4 lane banaile to time do olop to lagi jawle nishna ase kwase itu karne itya laga tai khan laga initial plan hoile to yare 2 lane banaole la yare bamboo khan line kuri gene ase tan itu bamboo line kuri gene ja homoy itu brahi tan 2 lane laga foundation stretch two lane laga foundation do yare bra lay kuribole ase ko ase foundation lay kura do tai kan October laga end pane bra do foundation do lay kura do khotom hoi jaw ko ase aru janai dia hisab hole ta khan itia emergency lagya saman kan pathor khan hulibi na alag alag rasta itia foundation lay kule rasta banawole saman lagya hando itia emergency jaigene Guwahati brahi bukhi gene aniala bi mohan itia huni pa ase to manu khan do kumma do hudia je itia yare foundation lay kuri dile do river do kinega hobo pani do ja aha khan do kinega kura rasta itu moina rasta pani bra ina bhangai gene loi jala aru bi hobona na ina koi gene bi kuma manu do curious bi ase itu ane yare laga engineer bra janai dia hisab hoile do rasta do yare foundation lay kuri dishe tai kan aru paryatak itia do poila do mohan sai gene jaile do nodi do iman tak to ahi as de mohan khara kura thik mohan khara kura la tak to nodi do poila ahi thagise hoile bi tai khan manage kuruo parise nodi do olop to diversion kuri diole nodi do diversion kuribole pari ja nishna itia do nodi do dur jai jese tahan tare laga jaga han olop sapa kuri dise aru yade laga jaga khan de pathor bra olop side kuri dia nishna itia do nodi do aru bi olop dur jai jese yare rasta pra do olop to dur jai jese yare laga nodi hoile do itu karne itia pani ahi bole laga fear hoile do olop to komti khwala bi itia janai dia ase aru itu yare rasta jai thaga homoi tahan la main focus to itia two lane ase as we talk itia sabi bus ekta jai ja ase passenger bus ekta bi ja ase itia tahan itu rasta de bi loi gene ja ase yare laga engineers khan bra janai dia hisab hoile to tai khan heavy vehicles khan do patha do all at once ek bar ra sob jawle thaga hange patha na hoi ko ase kile hoile tai khan itu rasta lo ase gole do vibration do heavy vehicles are vibration do itia rasta do girai diule bhoi lage ase kile hoile tan itia bi foundation do thik pra do le kuria shuru hwa na hoy itu ane face wise tahan ekta first patha ho ekta ja pichire second patha laga tahan itu hisab rahi heavy vehicles kan ge itu rasta do lowale kushish rasta do lowale diase aru yade man itia karne temporary karne tahan itu khuri khan bi set up kuri gene as a protection railing type set up kuri gene as a foundation olop tan kuri diole heavy vehicles kan aha ja kuria karne tahan kile hole alag somehow do alag jaga alag rasta han do foundation olop to manage kore yare hole do sabse bishi itu area de ho rasta do bhangi ja do itu main impact kura do itu jaga do ase to tai khan October laga moina de hole do itu two lane laga rasta laga foundation do lay kuri dile do two lane do lay kuri dile do hopefully both heavy vehicles aru small vehicles can be jado jawo paru holi lane do dangor na ho itu he ase aru tai khan bra janai dia hisab hole do itu four lane uthawole garne do Nagaland laga chief minister pra janai dia hisab hole do itu thik yare pathor khan bi hill de dikhi pa ase tai khan itu laga pathor khan hi olop to bhangai gene aru bi bitor gushiwo lagiwo nodi do aru bi olop divert kuri gene age ja pichre tai khan four lane do dangor banawole pariwole labi ase holi bi state government laga itia ekta dangor challenge ekta do ki hobo kole khali pathor bhanga lo nuile agire man sai gene jaile do ekta dangor pipeline ja ase aru du pipeline do pani supply kuri gene ja la ase itu karne itu pipeline karni bi tan kun concern owner khan ase na kun concern authority khan ase itu ange kotha kuri gene hi itu pipeline khan bi tan somehow manage kuribo lagiwo aru hill itu do tai khan olop aru bi stone cutting khan kuri gene olop bitore nodi do thaka piche tan four lane do uthawole pariwole lagabi itia janai dia ase yare engineer pra observe kura agire bi hunipa hisab hole do pathor khan bi jwa kali bi olop bishi giri gene ase aru rasta bi somehow bia hoines na nai manik par itia tare agire jaine apne ange update diyo itia yare ahine thaga nishna yare ekta dangor rockfall bi hoigena rasta bon hoigena ase itu la rockfall hoido dusra kuma news outlets kan de bi ulaine ase jwa kali bra hoile bi iniga hoi thaga la itu yare rockfall hwa do thik tare agire kode rasta bhangi ne ase itu area laga olop agire hi itu pathor giri gine ase man uporde sai gine jaile do itia tak to man sa hisab hoile do pathor do utu laga cliff pra hi bhangi gine ahi gine yare girya laga je NHIDCL bra hoile do yare laga road to clearance to kuriwole parise hoile bi yare man sai gine ahile do fortunately ku casualties thaka nai Kole bi kuma manu thagishe koile to itu do ekta ekdam bachiwole naparya laga ekta asde agere engineer pra janai dia hisab hoile to yare mainly kile heavy vehicles kan ge apply kurole dia ase koile to by chance pra pathor kuma girile bi gari chotu khan do ekbar dangor damage hwala bi hoi joili dangor gari khan do inega rock falls khan kumba ge inega rock fall khan hoile bi bishi bag to dangor damage khan na thaki jai itu karne main do yare heavy vehicles khan ge apply gorile dia ase kile choto vehicles khan do yare kumba incidents khan hoi jali bi na pathor kumba girana mathor mati girile bi choto gari khan do itula hoile do phat damage khan bi hoi jai itu karne main ekta reason hole do heavy vehicles khan ge itu de apply itu karne hi apply koile dia laga bi engineer koi dishe second ekta hoile do yare passenger cars khan hole itia heavy vehicles ja khan do time lo ase jabo rukhibo aru next jawole dia ase to ne time lagi jai choto vehicles khan do itu rasta re apply kurile do bishi digdar ho kile hole high number de thaki jai dusra inega private cars khan hoile do aru yare pathor do giri ja nishna ekta do kole paru ekta lane do bon kuri dishe hole bi yare remaining lane hoile do gari khan do itia tak to ja do jawale pare ase itia laga main concern do ki ase kole no tate pathor rasta bhangi jaigena nodi re girija NHIDCL khan bi at the earliest reconstruct kurule koshish kuraise ko ase October laga moina re 2 lane laga foundation do lay kurule parile to hopefully November la Monday do hoi jawala ko ase kile hoile tahan bi etu Hornbill festival la age do rasta do khotom kuribole at least 2 lane do khotom kurile bi janai diase yare laga engineer pra hoile bi mon age din de hoile bi itu laga related rasta inega landslide hua na pathor gira han lo hoile bi aru especially utu itia road construction jai thagala updates khan apni han lo de ani thagyo reporter ke krise nyo ke hua camera person joy watch Hornbill TV chumugidima
Koimadi Gao Dhwaj Stapna Bharat Yatra September 28 te ai bole thaga do aji Nagaland cabinet pra takhan ke permission na dibo kuina faisla lise etu faisla upor cabinet pra Indian constitution article 370 1A de Nagamanula social dharam aro customary law protection thaga kusi Koima secretariat te press conference loina CL John aur Tamjan Imna along bra itu upor khuta kusi CL John kuise civil society organizations political parties aur alag group khan bra itu yatra khilaf kuria upor cabinet pra thik saigna public order rakhibole nimite yatra ke rukhabole faisla uthaise janai dibo guru janwar ke mura bon kurbole aru ituge gau mata la status dibole karne gau dhwaj स्थापना भारत यात्रा दो कोहिमा दे सेप्टेम्बर 28 ते आइगिना प्रोग्राम लोबले थाकिसे किंतु बेशी मानुब्रा इतु खिलाफ कुरिसे
As a government spokesperson, what we have discussed and decided in the cabinet, Survey number 4, I want to highlight in this question on the proposed Gaut Divas Sapna Bharat Yatra. The cabinet highlighted the protection given under the Article 371A to, among other things, to protect religious or social practices of the Nagas and Naga customary law and procedure. The cabinet was apprised of the opposition voiced by various civil society organizations, political parties, etc. The cabinet further decided that in the interest of maintenance of public order, that no permission be granted for the proposed yatra. Ita ahibule thaga guru nasu nakhabule nakatobule itu kotha kobule ekta civil society group ohemati ahibo koise. Itu karone আজি কেবিনেটে আমি এটো কথা লইলে কথা কৰিছে কেলে বেছি অৰ্গানাইজেশ্যন সিভিল সোসাইটি আৰু ইন্ডিভিজুৱেল কেপাসিটি সব এটো ওপৰতে বেছি কমপ্লেইন আহা কাৰণে আমাৰ আজি কেবিনেটে কথা কৰিনে পাব্লিক কোৱা নিচিনা এজ এ পাব্লিক ৰিপ্ৰেজেন্টেটিভ এজ এ পাব্লিক সাৰ্ভেন্ট আমি খান বি কথাটো ক'বলৈ ওলাইছে এটো কাৰণে আমি খান আৰ্টিকল 371A de protection digiri dhaha nishna amakhan ki practice kore aise amakhan la baba baji laga parampara laga lote kotha kore aise kam kore aise আৰু আমি গানলৈ ৰিলিজিয়াছ প্ৰেক্টিছ এইটো হিচাপে আমাৰ কাৰণটো বহিব তাৰ কাৰণটো নাহিলে ভাল হ'ব নেকি ছ'চাইটি পিছতে শান্তিতে থাকিবৰ কাৰণে মানে আজি এইটো কথা কেবিনেটে পাছ কৰা কথা আপুনি খান পাব্লিক লগতে এইটো কথা জানাই দি আছে থ্যাংক ইউ
তো এই তো থাকা আছে তেলা বুলেটিন কানে আর আলাগ আলাগ খবর কানে সাথে থাকবি হর্নবিল টিভি গুড বাই